He becomes red, and then he's back to the wild. Please let me keep him. Please. Hello, you bunch of weirdos, and welcome back to the Pokemon Career Mode, the Career Mode, where we beat a team, we get to capture one of their players, just like we did with Sunderland in the previous episode. We're going to go ahead and bring in Patrick Van Aanholt and Stevie Burge with the next Memphis Depay, who we captured in the previous episode. And oh my goodness, both of them have been accepted into the club, and look at this man right here, Steven Burge. And while he's only 66 right now, he's got a massive potential of 85. Oh my god, one for the future. And Van Aanholt, while he doesn't have that great of a potential, he's only got a potential of 79, but we need a depth on that left back position, and he's nice and pacing, he's got good stamina, and that's what I like from a left back, so there you go. Now guys, we are in the transfer window, and we have yet to touch our 3 Wonder Trades. Remember, what I can do with a Wonder Trade is essentially I can take any player on our team, and I can trade him for any player in the database that is of the same rating or one below. So I thought I'd have this man right here, Serginho, who's a cam at 70, and we're going to go ahead and take a peek. I thought about who's a cam at 70 or 69 that I could go ahead and Wonder Trade him for, who has a decent potential, or at least a higher potential than Mr. Serginho. And there was only one man that really came to mind. You hate him, or you love to hate him, Mr. Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid. Ooh, could we add another? He's essentially a starter type Pokemon to the squad right there. We're going to go ahead and try to bring him in Wonder Trade for Serginho, along with Mr. Costel Pantilimon, or I like to call him the big panty liner, who we also did capture from Sunderland in the previous episode. And yeah, guys, we're keep on getting on these amazing offers from some international teams. Now Colombia, that is tempting indeed. But I'm going to move on right here. You guys love the concept of Pokemon evolution. So in the last episode, I profiled a player. In this episode, I'm profiling this man right here, Gustavo Henrique. He is a Brazilian center back with a potential of 80. As of right now, he sits at a 76 overall, but 4 points from now, he will go ahead and he will evolve into a freaking Marquinhos. Yes, the PSV man. Oh my goodness, with a potential of 87, and we can evolve Marquinhos up to his maximum potential of 87. We will get ourselves, wait for it, Thiago Silva. Yes, the PSV Brazilian to Brazilian connection. Oh yes, what do you guys think of that? Does that get you freaking hype? That gets me freaking hype in my loins right now. As you can see in this episode, we're gonna go up against Mr. River Plates, along with an FA Cup bout up against Everton. Ooh, it's a very sneaky side. Maybe get ourselves a Ross Barkley, maybe get ourselves a John Stones right there. And now we're in it to win it first, up against River Plate. River Plate is a decently talented side, but I would say one of the weaker sides overall in this league too right now. We're going to be starting most of our first teamers as we have a hefty break up until that Everton bout. So we can go ahead and go full force. Camacho Nacho starting in the midfield ahead of Amarte is the big noteworthy one right here. As you can see, Nobel Fakir working across to Lucas Lima, and a brilliant pass. Actually, a little bit of stumbling down. Was that a foul? No, it was not. Imbolo going down to ground, but the referee saying no. And now they're going to go ahead and whip it into the middle, and a free header. But Vanderlei just going ahead and picking that out. What was that? That's what I'm saying. This isn't the highest rated team. We're expected to go ahead and put a hurting on him. Gabriel going across, and another potential penalty there. But for once, the FIFA 16 referees weren't going to call it. And alright, so if we're not going to get it our usual way, we're going to just get it with a meticulous, inch-perfect pass. Look at this pass. It actually slips in behind the River Plate defender. I do not know what he was going on at right here. Look at this. Just goes ahead, beautiful position from Nabil Fakir, and he just goes ahead and Fakirs it right in the goal like he always do. 9 goals in League 2, not all that bad for going about halfway through the season. And now they're going to go ahead and try to be able to fight back. Amarte, as you can see, now into the game. And Bolo playing a nice little 1-2 with Centurion. He's going to keep on going. He's got the pace. He's got the stamina. And just goes ahead and lays it off. And Bolo using the good man strength. The good man strength right there. Oh, that is not a boy. That is not a man. That is a war turtle if I've ever seen one. Oh, with the defender on his back. All he does is go, you're gonna be there? Well, that's cool. You mind if I take a shot? I'm just gonna put it. Oh, barkeeper, top shelf. Thank you very much. And we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a nice little 2-0 win. Let's go ahead and get 2-0 win. to do it. Oh yeah, which one are we gonna go? Yeah, we're gonna go rock. Of course we're gonna go rock because, let's be honest, this River Plate team isn't the best, so we're gonna get 2 pulls out of here and try to capture them just to add a little bit more depth to the team. And maybe, you know, a lot of Argentinians, a lot of Uruguayans in here, maybe, you know, a couple of them have high enough potentials that we can evolve them. Yeah, you guys really seem to be digging the Pokemon evolution, so let's go ahead and see the first guy that we pull out of here. Who are we going to be having a shot at? You are Mercado.
Gabriel Mercado. He is mediocre.
Alright, so he's not all that great, but let's just pull, I guess. Let's see if we can get... Remember, if he stays blue, we get to keep him. If it goes red, then he gets us back into the wild. Come on, I don't... Okay, so we get to keep him. That's lovely. I don't really need him. It's more of a pain in my ass, if anything. So, brilliant! Freaking brilliant. Anyway, please be a little bit better than the last guy. Mr. River Plate, you are... Oh! Okay!
Emmanuel Mamena. He's a grower, not a shower.
Alright, with a potential of 79, he definitely could evolve into, you know, maybe a good young player, a good Otamendi one day, but first, let's go ahead. If it stays blue, we get to keep him. If it turns red, then he's back to the wild. Please let me keep him. Please, him. Yeah! Alright, so we get 2 defensive Argentinians to go ahead and add to the score squad. Not a bad take, guys. Alright, guys, with that win, we sit atop the league, but now this is what we're at. Gary watch. Real Madrid still sit in 4th place. Get your poop together, Gary. But they're only a point off of 2nd and 3rd, so I'm going to give them a little bit of slack. Come on, get up there, Gary. Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and try to bring in Mr. Mercado, but I thought we got all 3 of our Wondertrades still available. Why take this crappy player in when I can trade him in to get a higher potential player? Now, David Simon, not all the highest potential, as you can see right here, but you know, maybe if we can get him up to his full potential, he could evolve into a, you know, there's some pretty talented Spanish, you know, right backs that he could evolve into, perhaps. And I thought of the same idea with Mr. Mamena. But unfortunately, as you can see, I actually wanted to bring him in, but unfortunately, he actually is transferred over to Juventus, so I thought, well, I pretty much have to Wonder Trade, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get this player in during this window, so I thought maybe I'd bring in this man right here, Lucas Hernandez, who is a low-rated center back with a pretty good, you know, potential. What do you guys think of those potential 3 Wonder Trades? Leave it in the comments down below. Alright guys, and now for some sucky news. This is the 2nd time in this series, and I do really apologize. There's nothing I can do, but my Gato ended up corrupting the footage to the next game, which was up against Everton. We actually ended up losing up against Everton in the FA Cup, so we're out of the FA Cup, and you guys aren't going to even see how we got knocked out, and it was pretty sucky. It was a 1-0 loss up against them on a super sweet Leighton Baines free kick. It was a treat to behold, but unfortunately you guys aren't going to be able to see it, which sucks. Apparently I think my Elgato is a little bit wonky, and I'm going to be ordering a new one, and I'm going to be back and running, no more corruptions, hopefully in the future, so have no fear. But fortunately, my fickle Elgato was able to capture the next match up against Hertha Berlin, so let's go ahead and get into the game. Alright, so a sucky situation, I apologize again. I'm gonna get it all sorted out, I promise you guys. But one thing to note, in this Hertha game, we're not gonna be able to use Pianich because he was the Pokemon that was actually KO'd in the Everton bout. So as you can see right here, it's mostly 2nd teamers in here anyway, with a sprinkling of, you know, maybe 1st team talent, Camacho, Nacho, Alan Halilovic into the game. And now we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get past a relatively talented Hertha side. As you can see, Halilovic feeling all frisky, getting himself a starter position. Now to Danny Ceballos, great potential, 87 potential overall. What can he do right here? We were prodding, we were trying to get it in, and now it would be Bertha's first real attempt on goal right here. Beautiful slip in, and what an absolute monster save by the man himself right there. And now we are on the attack. The edge of halftime. What does Halilovic do? He gets past 1. He gets past 2. The beautiful Butterfree lulls everyone to sleep, but only finds the top crossbar. Oh my god, what a goal that would have been. What a goal that would have been. And he was hungry for more. Now Centurion, he's got the pace, he's got the stamina, he's going to cut inside, and no one is going to stop him right there. That is how you do. Oh my god. What type of Pokemon is Centurion? He's been scoring so many goals. He's earned us a freaking great ball. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite lower tier Pokemons, guys. when he's just coming through. Oh my god, look at that fake shot inside, and yeah, the defender's just laying off, finding a little bit of space in between the two. And guys, if you want to know, I've actually increased the difficulty with the sliders, so it's not as easy for me to score, but sometimes I just can't help it, guys, and sometimes I can't help but miss. Centurion, what was that? How do you do the amazing stuff and not do the simplest of touches? But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and settle for it. We get a 1-0 win up against Hertha. And as you can see right there, 6 shots, well, from there to 2, they actually tied with us for 2 shots on target. Not the best game, but a win nonetheless. Alright guys, a 1-0 win up against Hertha Berlin, which will be the final match of the Safari Zone. Are we gonna go beige, or are we gonna go rock? We're gonna go rock once again, lads. It's the last one, let's have a little bit of fun. Now let's start the Berlin squad. It's pretty talented. There's a couple of 80s in here. I think there's only 2 80 potential players in here. And we're only getting 1 pull out of this. But before we pull out of this, maybe we could use, you know, a freaking to use for a wonder trade. We do, I believe, have 1 more wonder trade left in this batch. So let's go ahead and get the in the hat hype. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of the nip hype. Let's go ahead and see who you are, Mr. Hertha Berlin. You are Solomon Kalou. Ooh.
Solomon Kalou. While he possesses good dribbling and skills, his best years are behind him. Alright, the 77 rated ex-Chelsea man, Solomon Kalou. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually keep him, though. I don't know. I'd actually really like to keep him, because he'd be pretty good, like, wonder trade bait. Me, tasty. Remember the rules. Stays blue, we gotta keep him. If he turns red, he's back to the wilderness, and can't even add him to the shortlist. So let's go ahead and see where we get. Give me the Kalou! The Kalou! Oh, I just Kalou'd in my pants. And Solomon Kalou is getting a little bit up there in age, and at 77 rated, we can go ahead and find ourselves a pretty good wonder trade. Now remember the rules of wonder trading. I can get any striker of this rating or 1 below. So I can get any striker in game that is 77 or 76. So if you know any good strikers that are rated 77 or 76, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and maybe you'll get featured on the next episode of the Pokemon Career Mode. Here's the interesting thing, guys. We got about 1 more episode left in the transfer window, and from here on out, I'm going to pose to you, should we do Nuzlocke from here on out? Now, the way that Nuzlocke will work from here on out, if we lose a game, we will lose one of our players that started that game. Yes. I know that sounds insanely harsh, but basically that's what people do in Pokemon Nuzlocke. Why can't we do it in a career mode? And I'll just bring a new level of intensity to this career mode. Freaking every single game, there's going to be our players on the line. But I'm a man of the people. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you guys. I'm going to leave a straw poll down in the doo-doo-doos down below. You guys vote. Do you want to see Pokemon Nuzlocke this season, or do you want to save it for next season? And who was that Pokemon? It was, of course, Sir Harry of Candy Cane. Well done, lads. A lot of you guys got it, but these were the first thing. Returning once again is Javi-chan. And 2 newcomers. Well done, guys. The first of the newcomers is this man right here, Marcellus Hazelton. Amazing name, I must say. And Gerald Yao. Welcome to the showcase. And here are a couple other comments that I really enjoyed, and you guys seem to really appreciate the Thanksgiving special, so thank you once again. Hopefully you guys had an amazing Thursday/Thanksgiving. And yeah, that's pretty much going to go ahead and conclude this episode of the Pokemon Career. If you guys did enjoy, let me kindly suggest that you go ahead and rock that like button. My name's B-Minus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. And stay yourself, stay humble, and bye away.
Who's that?